Hello, true believers. Time to do another unboxing. And I know it's been a while since I uploaded a video, and that's because this is- my priorities change. The kids are older now and they require more time. So my priorities are spending more time with them in terms of their school and their activities and all their sports related hobbies, especially football and running. Hero's done a lot of running lately since his ACL injury, when it's going to be coming up about 2 years. So we got him these running shoes. These are the Boston 12s, and they're about a year old. But what's happening is they're beginning to separate over here, as you can see from the upper, and over here also. So they've only probably got a few more months left before he starts running, and then all of a sudden the sole separates from the upper. So which is about, I mean, if you can get a year out of them, at least 2 years, that'd be great. But with running shoes, especially when he does a lot of running, he runs about six miles at a rate about 6 miles per hour, and we try to do some form of running in addition to his football, anywhere between 2 to 3 times a week at 6 miles at a time. Because normally football you run about an average of 5 miles. So when we do our running, it's about 6 miles. Of course, in football, it's a lot of stopping, walking, running, sprinting, jogging, regular running, fast running. But this is his go-to shoe for his running in the past year. So like I said, we've had this for about a year. And most runners will tell you, yeah, they last for like about 1 year until you have to replace them. So he really likes these a lot. And these are the Boston 12s, and we love the color. And as you can see, it gets dirty, but wouldn't be as bad if it was like white. So we really like the color. Couple it with some black socks, and you're good to go. But we're still using it for this now, especially when it rains. But since it was starting to split, it was time to get a replacement. So here's been wanting me to unbox this because he wants to use it. It's an Adidas, as you can see, only the best for the athlete. And let's do the unboxing. But before we do that, let me show you what they're actually like, or what they are. These are the Adidas Adios Pro 3M at 11 and a half. And normally he wears a size 12 in football shoes, but in running shoes it's 11 and a half. He likes it more because he doesn't wear like layers of socks with running shoes as he does with football. So 11 and a half, he likes it a bit more snug. And this is actually the price, 13,000 pesos. They weren't on sale. It wasn't buy one, take one. It wasn't any discount. So we had to pay through the nose here with the MSRP here, retail at 13,000 pesos. I believe that these are probably the most expensive shoes at the store, maybe the most expensive shoes here in the Philippines. But nothing's too good for our hero. So with no further ado, let's go ahead and do the unboxing. So here it is. Ta-da! We got him like last week, and he's been wanting to break them in. And this is what it looks like. So it's kind of a, how do you describe this color? It's like red, orangish, pink. So I want to say it's kind of white. You see how this grayish white? So depending on the lighting, so it's like pink over here, then kind of orangey. So pinkish, orange, and black. And I want to say this is like orange shoelaces. You guys could agree or disagree with me in the comments here. So this is enough pink. Like that's definitely pink with enough reddish orange in it, so it's not too feminine. What do you think? So there were other Boston 12s there, but we decided to go with upgrade and go for these and try like what makes them more expensive because these are, I believe, 8,000 pesos still, and they weren't on sale either. So for an extra $100, you get this. And he loves this, by the way. So he has plenty of experience with this, lots of miles with this, and the reason why he loves them so much is because they're very cushiony. So once you break them in, it just gets softer and softer. So, and the other part is look how thick this heel is. I mean, you're talking about, I don't know how many inches is that. I mean, a Hero is about 5'9" and a half, 5'9" and 3/4, and you put this on, he could easily be 6 feet with these shoes. So he's got comments where when he's wearing these shoes, people say you're tall, you're taller than what I remember. So this is kind of like a guilty pleasure when it comes to why he likes wearing these shoes, or he likes, but primarily for running or when he's just casually walking around. So same thing with this. Look how thick this is. I don't know how, I mean, I should get a measurement, but it's definitely more than an inch. So let's look at the little details here. You got the Adios Pro 3. It's just kind of like saying hasta la vista, baby, because I'm going to be so fast running with these things. It look like you're standing still. With the Light Strike Pro, this is not the, what is it, the Boost? Or it might be the Boost? I don't know. There might be a difference between the Boost and the Light Strike Pro. But so here it is in yellow and pink and gray. Adios Pro 3. And on the side here, Light Strike Pro. You got your usual 3 stripes here in this kind of gray texture. So it goes light into dark as it goes up towards the middle. And it is gonna get much dirtier than this, but at least it's not pure white, because there are some other whiter colors there, and we decided to go with this one. And one of the reasons why I like it, this is you can pretty much wear white socks with this, because the tongue is white. And I like how the shoelace is not white, because it's usually the first thing that gets very dirty. I know you can replace it with like new shoelaces, but it's nice if you have these orange ones to match with the accent. So that's pretty cool. So this looks like what it looks like on the medial side. It's got the, what do we call these strings over here? I know there's a name they call them for them. I know in Nike they call them fly wire strings, but I'm not a big fan of them because they're, as you can see, they're very thin and very easy to break. But this part is pretty durable. He doesn't have it over here, so he doesn't really have that problem. So let's take a look at the rest of the shoe over here. Here's what it looks like up in the front. You got this toe, the tip toe over here. So as you can see, the upper is glued on, still tight. No separation there because it's brand new. Not like over here, it's already splitting. So I don't know when we started noticing it, but after a year, yeah, it's gonna be normal wear and tear. Now before we look at the bottom, let's look at the medial side. So it's got this flappy bird kind of flap over here that you could either have it up or have it down, whichever you prefer. I think Hero just usually has it down. You could use this as like a tab to pull up your shoe, I guess, and then just fold it down. I don't know. But that's what I would do with it. Use it as a flap to pull up from behind. So I like this gray and pink here in the back. Gray and pink are always a nice combination. Then it goes into this kind of reddish orangey, into the black, into this gray, white, into the white light stripe. So it looks good, looking good. Tried it on, said liked it, love it. He said if these are more expensive than the Boston 12s, then they must be. They must feel better or make him run better. But anyway, look at in the inside, in the sole, they got the Adios. So that's what it looks like on the outside. Look how thick the sole is. So yeah, so you can see it right in the insert says Adios. Is there say anything in the tongue? Yeah, and the tongue says Adios in case you don't in case you're not sure, oh, what kind of shoes are those? Are those the Boston 12s or no, these are the Adi Zeros. But over here, I think these are Adi Zeros also. Yeah, they're Adi Zero also. But only over here you can tell that these are Boston 12s. So they're both Adi Zeros, but this one is a Adios. Oh, that one is a Boston 12. Okay, now let's go get to the sole. So what's going to be unique about it is these. I don't know what these are made out of. They could be made out of some kind of space age material that's supposed to give you this advantage of energy return. So when you plant and you push off, oh yeah, it is stiff. It's supposed to return your energy back. So it'll give you more propulsion. So that's the idea behind these energy bars. So to give you more spring. I think there's some people, they have videos of it where they kind of do this thing where they push up against it and then have it launch off. I'm not gonna do that because these are too expensive to be doing those things. And these weren't given to us for free, or we're not sponsored by Adidas over here. So they're not gonna give us, so these were given for free. Yeah, I'll spring them, I'll take them apart, but no, these are very expensive. So we have to buy these. So these are, what does that say? Continental? Yeah, so Continental rubber. I think they make tires also. So Continental, I think we do have Continental tires. So let's look at the heel, where it does heel strike. So it's got this Adi Zero. Not much texture, as you can see, but it's made for road use, for running. So you're not gonna have much grip or texture on it. So it's mostly gonna be a lot of contact with the road, which you should have a lot of texture already if you're talking about concrete or asphalt. And over here in the forefoot, you got some of the foam coming through. I think this is the light strike white coming through. So that's pretty much it in terms of your texture. It's got this little notch over here. What that little notch is for, I don't know, maybe weight saving, space saving, so it's not so heavy. And it is a synthetic upper, so it feels very light. It doesn't feel heavy like 5-10 pounds like leg weights like some 80s basketball shoes. So the main advantage of this is it's got a lot of energy return, and it's very light and it's very cushiony, just like this. Does this have? Yeah, it's even got the energy bars over here also. So it's got, let me see if it's got spring. Oh yeah, definitely. See, it gives and then it springs back forward. So this one is a little bit softer, maybe because it's broken in, but this one is definitely much more rigid. Oh, Hero's not gonna like that, me putting creases on his brand new shoes. So I'm not gonna do that again. So same thing over here, the left side. So look how, look, they're like almost like platform shoes. So you can wear this for your casual walking around. You can wear this for the gym, but he's gonna be mostly using it for running. So enjoy it now while it's nice and pristine and this perfect clean condition. Now you're probably asking, well, why for the same price, why didn't you look at the Nike Vaporflies? Vaporflies. Sorry, I've been here in the Philippines so long, I'm getting my F's and P's mixed up. So I hate the Nike swoosh where it comes all the way down here, and what happens is like where it meets here, there's like this big crack in the middle of the Nike swoosh, and it just kind of annoys me how all of a sudden it's like a brand new shoe. You got the swoosh coming all the way down here to show that you got this big old thick sole, but where it meets between the upper and the sole meets, there's like this big crack in the middle, and it doesn't even look right. It just looks like it's been worn out, even though it's brand new. So that's kind of aesthetically, I know it's kind of minor thing. Some people probably doesn't bother them, but when I look at it, it just doesn't look clean like it does over here. Like the stripes are over here. It's not right in the middle. You don't have to see it like crack, look like it's peeling off already, like paint chipping. So that's what it reminds me of. So when I look at it, I just kind of, the first thing I do is I kind of, maybe my OCD is kicking in. But anyway, it just looks much cleaner, and he's very happy with these running shoes. He's trained with the college a couple of times, and he uses this shoe when they do their running exercises, and he smokes them like they're standing still. He starts from the back, and halfway through he kind of uses them as the windbreaker, and then halfway through he just kind of zips right past them, and it's probably frustrating for the people he's passing by. But anyway, he loves these so much. We said, hey, why don't we get the for $100 more, let's get the more expensive version, and they must be better. But so far, so good. So that finishes my review. And if you have any questions or comments, let me know. And if we have time, maybe I'll do an on feet. And also we got some socks. So these will go with white socks because the tongue is white. So I predominantly base what socks I'm wearing based on like the tongue, because they kind of, you here, see how that will go together versus black. It just kind of looks kind of off. You look like the mailman rocking those black socks. So same thing over here. Since the tongue is black, he usually wears black socks with this. It's like you got to coordinate, even though you're just running, because I always say you can't play good if you don't look good. Same thing over here. If you can't run good if you don't look good, so you don't want to be thinking about that. You want everything to be in its proper place and proper attire. So we got him some white socks, and these are short socks. Why? Because for football he wears the long socks because he has to wear the shin guards, but since he's running, it doesn't have shin guards. Just gets to show off his calves and his legs. So you don't want to, like Arnold says, you don't want to have all those muscles on your legs and then cover it up with some long board shorts. So yeah, you're right, Arnold. Who am I to go against him? So we got him some short socks also, in size large, to go with his new shoes. Huh? What do you think? Which color do you like better? Do you like this color better? Which look how, I mean, it's dirty, but it's not as dirty. Or do you like this new color better in the white? And we had this already, and we wanted something different. So I always say variety is the spice of life. So we got these color instead. There is like, I think, more whitish ones, but I said, I like this one better because it's not so white. You could still wear white socks with it because of the white tongue, but the other one was just a little too white for me, and it's just gonna get, I mean, this is gonna get dirty eventually, but it won't get as dirty as fast. With white shoes, it's like you just wear it once and it looks already over a year old. But with these, at least it'll look good for several months because it's not pure white like some of the other colors. Okay, so if we have time, I'll have Hero do an on feet. If not, this is pretty much it. So I'll see you guys in the next vlog. This is Bebotsonly. Thanks for watching.